أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي من أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم. So what I'm talking about right now is just current event stuff. It'd be a good psychology analysis relating to my whole life story and the end results of it and what's happening. I got the Jimmy Fallon show is on, and it's Thanksgiving night, Thanksgiving Eve night, or whatever. Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. That's usually a show I always watch all the time. So this must be an important video if I'm ignoring that show, because that's a show I always want to watch. I don't know why. The night shows him and Seth after him. But anyway, what I'm talking about is I'm just looking at Thanksgiving, which is kind of messed up. It's a messed up situation in the sense that uh, my mom's daughter and my mom's son and my mom's daughter's husband. So that's three people out of the family, and I don't know how many people from the family actually tried to do kala on me end of 2023, and then it feels like the whole family keeps trying to prove that something's wrong with me, and like that would never happen, that would never do this, and anyway, they've never looked at any of the evidence. All the evidence is there, clear as day. They just don't want to look at it. So it leads me to suspicions of a lot of people in the family were involved, because the other thing I found out is that they recruited a bunch of ancient, like old time young best friends from my own Egyptian community. So, for example, at end of 2023, when I finally escaped and got somebody to come bring me to the house after 2 months, they brought me to the house, and then they closed the garage door on me, because I had the garage door, I opened it, and I left the garage door opener inside the garage, and then they closed it on me, and then I was like, what the hell? Because those are all my tools, because they stole my keys. I can't get in my house. So I can get my spare keys that are in the garage, or I can get my tools to break in, or whatever I gotta do. But they locked it themselves, because that garage door is a brand new garage door from the garage door company, and I've had it for like 5 years. It never ever closes itself. You have to push the button. So one of them pushed the button, did it on purpose, and when they did that, there was somebody, one of my old best friends, not old best friends. I don't want to say best friends. Like one of my old friends when I was young, and he was with them hiding in somebody's yard, and he shot the gun 5 times. And then it was really weird, because the two people who brought me to the garage and closed the garage door on me, they just stood there like nothing happened. They just stood there like, because I was expecting them, like, I was all freaking out, like, oh man, because a bunch of people got shot around here before, in the alley or whatever. So I'm freaking out, and the one thing that was weird was they didn't freak out at all. Like they knew what was going on. That's I'm empathic. I can see that. They knew what was going on. They didn't care, because you just heard 5 gunshots in a row. You're not freaked out. They're like across the street. They're like at that house. I'm looking for who shot it. Like he's a block, like not more than a block away. Like across the street. He's across the street somewhere. The idea was that they're gonna lock me out of the garage, and then I'm gonna fight them to get in, and I'm gonna know that he did it, and I'm gonna fight him to hit the garage door opener from him, and then that guy was supposed to shoot me, and then say that they killed me in self-defense because I escaped attempted murder on me. That's the whole thing. How I got over there, and somehow we got brother to get involved, but brother got involved just to kind of like cover up his own participation. He got involved to pretend to act like he wanted to bring me back. But they're just gonna like, oh, we're gonna bring you back, but you're not gonna be able to get in. So it was all messed up. So now on Thanksgiving, I can't go to Thanksgiving dinner because like that would be a family dinner, and at least half of the family is more than half of the family is was involved in trying to delete me off the face of the earth and make me appear to be crazy in front of the whole world. So the Islamophobic terrorist stuff that's going on. So they wanted to make me out to be like a bad guy, a horrible guy, and to die while they get to witness all the evidence that they've done. So they tried to drug me and inject me with all 20 STDs, all known STDs with one shot up the buttocks. And that failed, and that only failed by the help of God. And I talked about in other videos in detail exactly how that failed. But they did try to do that, and then they didn't know that it failed, and then they kept taking me to doctors because they wanted, because like supposedly I'm super sick, and then they just want to hear the doctor say you're not really sick, you just have every STD ever. That's just they just want to hear it because there's, like I said before, there's no point in giving me all those unless they know it and they can tell people. Like if I were to get it and then keep, and it would be secret, medical secret, and then I die and nobody would ever know. No, because they know I'm trying to get married, and if I were to ever try to get married, I would reveal it to them. They know I talk a lot too, so I would be like, "Oh God, I got all the STDs. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. What the heck?" But anyway, that's part of the character attack part of Kala. That's so when I finally die, that they can say, people start suspecting that I was murdered to steal from me. Then they can just say, "This is who you're talking about. This is a guy who has all known STDs, and he does this and he does that and he does this and does that." Like my neighbor lady across the street, she's been telling all the neighbors exactly what she would try to tell you guys all in the future. Like I do all these crimes. Like her new boyfriend told me about what she said. Like she tried to say that I took this girl from this guy, and then the guy wanted to try to get her back, and then I killed him. That's what she said. She made that up. I would never do that. And well, her boyfriend was telling me that. I told her boyfriend, I said, that could never happen because the house across the street from me for the past 5 years, as long as I've lived here, is federales who record this place 24/7. So that could never happen. Whatever she's talking about. She's crazy. And I straight up told him, your new girlfriend is a female pimp. Female pimp, in other words, what a pimp does, but she's a woman. And he's like, "Oh, what? Oh, I was thinking about that. I think you're right. How did you know that? What the heck?" Oh, well, because I knew the family that she was connected to, the family of the boyfriend she was with, and like what they said, and I talked to him about it one time. I was like, "Where does she work?" I get inquisitive. Where does she work? How come nobody knows where she works? And how does she have all this money to buy all this stuff? She bought her boyfriend like $100,000 car. Where does she get all this money from? Where does she work? Oh, we don't know where she works. It's like we can't go over there. I was like, you know what? I think she's a female pimp. And then he said, "You're right. That's exactly what it is. We already figured that out. We already know because she won't let us go to any of her workforces. She won't let us call her at work. We don't know where she goes to work at. It's all super secret. And we seen all this and we seen all that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I seen that too. I seen when the two prostitute women, they were really ugly. They were like old and ugly. They were not good looking at all. And they were fighting with her about money for a job that they did. They're like, we did the stuff. Where's our money? We didn't get it paid. We don't do this shit for free. Blah 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 blah. And they were dressed like sex workers and acting like it and everything. They were outside in the street just yelling. Just that alone, it's like, oh yeah, they're ghetto. They're probably sex workers. Just by the way they're dressed and by the way they're acting. They're in the middle of the street yelling across the street into the house. It's ridiculous. So I've seen that. So that's the kind of stuff that you start figuring it out. I just listened to everything they said. I was like, oh, they're talking about sex work. They did sex work and they didn't get paid. And they're mad. So this lady, who's a professional sex worker person, who's a professional lady pimp, is professionally trying to talk bad about me. Imagine she has like all the worst things to say because she's in the worst world already. She's in the world of gangsters and like crime and all kinds of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's craziness. I don't even know what I was gonna talk about in this video, so I'm just gonna stop it.